Hey there, guys. You guys may not have seen, but I just killed a zombie. I moved the house. As you can see, we've also expanded it. I pretty much just put a layer of thatch on the outside, and it's helped a lot, except for when I happened to be out a little later than I probably should have in game, and was attacked by. Oh, great. You guys can't hear it, but it sounds like there's a skeleton nearby. Anyway, I was attacked by a zombie, and because of that mechanic, where zombies go to other zombies, I ended up having to fight three. And the skeleton that is outside my door, I know you guys can't hear it, probably heard me, uh, not heard me, it's probably saw me when I fell out of the house at one point, because there is no support on the sides, it's just thatch. It probably saw me and kind of path found its way over to me. However, now it's confused because I've been sitting inside of this hut the entire time. So hopefully it doesn't have the ingenuity to kind of sit in. But I just wanted to kind of give you some taste of the combat. I broke my axe that I had been using. That's what I used to kill the first zombie. That one wasn't too bad just because I had a weapon. But then I was set upon by the other two. I didn't have a weapon. And it was just a bad, bad deal. So anyway, right now it's, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 5 in the morning. It's daytime. I wonder if our friend the skeleton has moved or where he may be. I don't know where the skeleton is. That's what worries me. There's something over there. Not sure. Oh, that's a skeleton with his he's got a little, I don't know if you guys can see, but he's got a little leather quiver. That's where I put the gooseberry bushes, by the way. It's right next to where we're at. We actually changed coves from where we were. Um, so that's a little different. It looks like we've got a javeliner burning. Yep, there he went. Okay, let's hop right down. We got some zombie flesh, which is pretty much useless in this mod. Creeper over there. I'm not sure what it is, but it may be that the game finally realized you can't have fresh water on salt water, because I can't drink from this water now. So let's walk over here, see if it's changed since I started. Because if not, our new goal for this episode becomes finding new water. Yeah, see? Right clicking, holding it down, nothing. So let's see what the biome says here. Plains. Well, I guess we're not far enough out for it to change. But yeah, that's kind of odd. So I guess we'll have to go look for some water. I've got everything I kind of need. I'll make sure that we're all ready. I'll kind of show off what we've got going for us right now. This is our house right now. A little log hunter abode. Got these jack-o'-lanterns that we made all around to try and light up the area to reduce the mob spawns as much as possible. So yeah, when we get going, I'll jump back, but until then, I'll just like gather some more seaweed. That way, we don't lose our food, because we're almost out of gooseberries, and that's going to be rough to do. So I'll be right back. We're back outside of the house now. Apparently, that creeper decided to despawn, which I am totally okay with. I don't need to deal with that. I planted these birch saplings over here because we didn't need them at the moment. Okay, that's just a rock. There's one of the clay beds that we've got nearby. So let's start out on our little adventure to try and find some water, because we desperately need it. Let's see if it'll do it. Nope, there goes our gooseberries. They're all gone. I should probably be picking up sticks. I don't have very many. As you saw at the very beginning of the video, you can use bones as the handles to tools. Oh look, smart animals, smart creatures, and spider. There's the spider. Hi, spider. Oh wait, no, I forget zombies aren't that smart. I'm gonna have, however, back up from him because he's not dead yet, and I don't want to be caught on fire. Don't really need the zombie flesh. See, most people will pick up zombie flesh just because most people use it for like a dog food of some sort. But I am not really feeling that vibe. Okay, so here's an extent. From what I saw, this is kind of a bigger map. So I'm just trying to find where this connects to a larger landmass at the moment. Oh, and like, it's a male pig. He has little tusks. Hi, male pig. Um, so I'm trying to find the larger landmass. That way we can maybe find some more resources. Because at the moment our island has a lot of stuff, but it doesn't have much in the way of food, other than the gooseberries we found and the seaweed on the coast. Oh, look, is that a different kind of tree? Looks like, oh yes, this is willow. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. It looks like, oh wait. Looks like I found some fresh water. Okay. Wondering if this isn't a glitch. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna see if a relogging will help, because it seems I cannot drink water no matter what. Yeah, that's great. Okay, guys, it looks like it just was a bug with that login. So now, as you can see, I'm intaking water by right-clicking. So that's good. I'm not sure if our uh, one spring by the ocean by our house will still give us water. However, I'm hoping it does, just because I don't want to have to move our house again. It's not that big of a deal right now, especially considering we're not really that settled. However, I would like to avoid it at all costs. Um, okay, pop up here. Okay, out of the water finally. We've eaten most of our food. All we've really got left right now is seaweed, which is a vegetable, which doesn't bode too terribly well for our nutrition maintenance, but I just found something that will change that. Uh, you know, you'll notice that the normal trees will be this kind of thick bark, normal like tree looking, Minecraft tree looking. These thinner ones, however, are fruit trees. So in order to get saplings from fruit trees, which I would really like one, and I did, what do we got? Red apple. Ooh, I can make alcohol. You just chop down these little branches, and they have like a 50% chance of dropping. And I am 2 for 2 right now, so that's cool. Nope, nothing from that one. And one more. So, 3 for 4, I'd say that's a good thing. I'm actually not sure if that top one will ever give you, uh, saplings. I just chop it down anyway because it looks like the rest. However, it probably isn't necessary. I actually looked on the wiki. Oh, look. Wait, keep turning. That's what clay looks like. We'll get some more of it when we're closer to the house, just because it's easier to just go dig out by our house, just in case it starts getting dark. Go ahead and drink some more. That way we're fully replenished. I was looking on the wiki to make sure that the temperature of the water didn't have an effect on whether or not we would be able to drink it. I couldn't find that. However, I did learn that water is mostly depleted by running and jumping, which makes sense. Sprinting and jumping, to be more specific in jargon for the game. Uh, but once we have lost half of our thirst, we will no longer be able to sprint. So that's kind of a big deal. Okay, I know where we are now. Cool. So where we are right now, our spawn points and house are right over there. This is like a chalk beach, and as you can see, all the dirt has changed color as well. It's much lighter. And I don't remember if we've encountered one of these in this series. But this is a hot spring. If I'd been missing any health, like from our zombie fight, I would be able to jump in there and regain the health. And that doesn't mean it like replenishes the health that I've lost so far from not eating well. Like if I'd taken damage, it would replenish health from that. So, I'm just kind of looking around in this area to see what we can find. Kind of looking around for ores. So, I think I may do a quick jump cut to if I find any ores slash tomorrow morning. Oh wait, cows, cool. We found cows, that's good. Um, just because I don't want to bore you with me kind of looking around. I'm pretty much just going to follow this coastline until probably about now, just kind of looking around and seeing if I can find anything like food, but it doesn't look like it, so I will head back to the house and climb up into our nice little home, um, plant our apple trees, that way they can get growing right away, and then I will see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, we're back. It's morning. It's about 4, I believe. We've got what looks like one zombie out in the water. He should jump out the moment we walk out, and he will start to burn, so that's good. Um, when I first was walking home, there's like a group over in there of a bunch of zombies and skeleton with armor, it looked like, so I'm kind of wary of going that way. But I guess we shall. Okay, zombies noticed us, but that shouldn't be a problem because I have a bunch of axes now. Because I was determined never to be without. Ow, dang it. Now he's burning, and I've got some more XP. Okay, actually, so we're a little more safe when we do this, I need to make a shovel or two to go shovel the clay for our next step. So right now we're in the Stone Age, so our next goal is to get into the Bronze Age. We haven't really found any bronze to do so, but we can take certain steps to be ready to enter the Bronze Age. So what we're going to do, we're going to enter our mapping interface, take out this side, bam, bam, shovel head, yay. Yeah, I somehow have a bunch more axes than I initially thought. Don't know what happened there. But now we have a shovel, anyhow. I guess we'll pick up the zombie meat. I mean, it's not useful, but we'll pick it up. Radio stack started. And yeah, so here is our little clay deposit that we have chosen, or one of them. Yeah, there's a bunch of them if we ever run out of clay, which is very hard to do. So basically you just start digging the clay. Clay, unlike a lot of the other blocks in this mod, is gravity resistant. So a lot of the blocks in this mod, like for instance dirt and cobblestone, they have to be supported on 3 of their 6 faces in order for them to stay put, otherwise they will fall down. So we have to be very careful when we're digging and mining and stuff. So that's one of the things we kind of have to look out for in Terra Firma Craft that we're not kind of used to in Minecraft, where you can use dirt as scaffolding and cobblestone to build fortresses. But yeah, clay for some reason has chosen to be gravity resistant. I don't know if it's because it's so sticky it keeps the dirt in place or what, but that's kind of the thing. I also did some research on the wiki while you guys were away, and apparently phyllorite, which is the kind of stone we're on right now, that's what this half of the island is made out of, is or what is it? Phyllite. Phyllite. Oh, look. Floating trees. Yeah, I think whenever a tree is not supported, something weird happens. So I'll go ahead and cut this one down. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. That means that phyllite, it's not the second. It's not like quite as durable as I thought it was. It's actually like only the second tier of rocks. The highest tier is, I believe, metamorphic intrusive, and there's metamorphic extrusive, then igneous, and then I know sedimentary is the very last one because that makes sense because it's basically uh, just made from compressed dirt. It's sediment, compressed sediment. Uh, Igneous cast in volcanoes, metamorphics are just weird, but super strong. So, yeah, not the strongest rock we could have, which will become a problem later on when we have to make a forge. However, we do have chalk, which is that other kind of stone that's over that way, which will be useful in making flux later on. Okay, so let's check to make sure nothing's going on out there. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, wait, I saw something green, I thought. No? Okay. Hop back into the house. So with clay, it's actually quite similar to the knapping interface, except this one gives us a 5 by 5 interface. So how this will work, the first thing we'll want to build is a clay vessel, like that. And then I always like to build, let's see if I can do this right the first time. Yep. 2 clay jugs. Bing, 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 and bing. And then let's do, I always forget what this is called, but it's called a large vessel. It's just called a large vessel. That's really cool because it will essentially give us a backpack once we get it cooked. But right now I'm trying to think of one more thing that we will probably want pretty soon. We're not really looking to get ingots right now, just because ingots aren't totally usable until we get a good solid rock type, because ingots will be used in the welding process. So we're kind of waiting on that. So I'll go ahead and get let's go with a saw mold. Saws will be very useful just because they're kind of necessary for progression. Did I do this right? I didn't. Oh gosh, how do I do a saw mold? I don't even remember. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I figured it out this time. It's this, and then, yep, there it is. Okay, clay saw mold. That is what we will use to cast, the molds will be what we use to cast bronze and copper once we get there. We haven't quite gotten there yet though, so we're going to kind of hold off on that. But I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more molds. The first one we'll want to make after the saw is definitely the clay pick mold. Next is the prospector's pick. Did I not do that right? Did that? Okay, there. Yeah, pro pick, just because they're incredibly useful. Let's go ahead and make a mace mold. Oh man, I messed up. If you'll notice, it's taking 5 clay each time I do a mold, unlike the rocks, which only take 1 away at a time. That's just how it happens to be working. It requires 5 in your hand instead of the 2 for napping. And I guess the last thing we'll make is another clay vessel, because we really need one if we're going to be casting stuff soon. So, first thing we're going to want to do is dig a hole, and best step for that is with a shovel. Da -da -da -da. Okay, and stick in that. So what we're going to make real quick, oh gosh, I forget how quick sand is cut away in this mod with the shovels. First thing, what we're going to make right now is called a pit kiln. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm shift right clicking and dropping these down into the pit kiln. I'm going to make 3 of these due to the different sizes of these things. And the reason we have to make a kiln is right now these are made out of clay. Clay really isn't that great because it's not, I wouldn't say it's flimsy, but it isn't very strong. It's very cloying and it mixes and it kind of dissolves in water. Oh gosh, I accidentally right-clicked that again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fire it and make it into a ceramic. So let's go ahead and make a knife. I always click there for some reason. Back into my inventory even though I don't need to. There is a way to make just one knife, but that's not very efficient. It's easier to just make 2, be done with it, and that way I don't need the sand right now, I need the straw. And that way we don't have to worry about wasting rocks, even though there are rocks all over the place and I could go get some more at any time. The first steps then, sorry I'm getting sidetracked with the pit kiln, is that the first thing you want to do is you want to get 8 straw per your kiln. I'm here, I missed. So you need 3 more for this one. You'll need 8 straw per kiln. And what you'll just do here, as soon as we get down there, is just right click. It fills up to about halfway. As you'll notice, the clay vessel is by itself because it is so large. And if you mess up and you decide, oh no, I want to fire this instead, you can still shift right click and take things out. I, however, really want these things to be fired, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them as they are. And right now I'm going to chop down this tree. I'm not a big fan of white elm. I really hope I don't have to build my house out of it this time. Just because the last few times I've kind of been forced into it, because there hasn't been a lot of selection. And it takes forever for trees to grow. Considering months pretty much last a day in this mod. Not a day, 10 days. It takes about a month for a tree to grow. So that's kind of a pain. I'm going to hurry up and try and chop all these trees down real quick before the sun sets so we can get stuff done. Come on, tree. Any others? I've got a couple replacement saplings, so I don't feel guilty about just taking these down. Got 16. We'll need 24 altogether, so that's why I'm continuing to chop down these trees. Plop. We need 4 more. I guess this tree's coming down too. Okay, come on, tree. We need you now. Timber! Yay! Okay, and plop down a white elm sapling right there. So now we have perfect amount of logs for this. So what we'll do, again, like the straw, just right click inside the thing. Makes nice little areas. Nice little display right there. I don't think the type of wood you use actually affects what that looks like in the end, but we may try it later. Okay, so now that we're all done with that, we're just going to fire these real quick. Which, that was lucky. I've never had one really go on the first try. Because as you can see, I just used it like 4 times. Oh yay, okay. I just used it 4 times and it finally worked. So, right now we've just got these 3 burning, and in the morning we'll come out and see what we've gotten. We'll explain their uses, and then we'll probably sign off for this episode. Next episode we'll try and find some substantial food that's not seaweed. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay guys, so our pit kilns just went out. So that means it is time to rise, plus it is 4 in the morning. So first thing we'll pick up is our large vessel. How we interact with this, we set it on the ground. We can store water in here, which is cool. Just put a bucket in here, it fills it up. However, I'm more interested in what this can do for us. This is the storage space. It'll hold anything that you would be able to hold normally in a chest, but because we don't really have a chest right now for such because we don't have a chest right now, we're just going to use this. Plus, once we seal it and break it, if we're carrying it in our hand, we feel overburdened. However, the moment it's put on our back, which if we look here on our back, there it is. I skipped past it the first time, so I wanted to make sure you guys saw it. We don't feel anything. Beyond that, we also got our molds, which I'll set over here. I probably could have just carried a bunch of those, but I have the inventory space to carry all 3 of these though. Have our molds for when we get bronze or copper, depending on which metals we find first and in what quantities. Then we have our ceramic vessels, which similarly to the large vessels have a small inventory. They carry things that you would be able to carry, that you would be able to put in a chest, but for the moment we don't have a lot of stuff cluttering our inventory, so that's not our biggest worry. Plop that over there. And then the most important things that we made are ceramic jugs. At the moment I cannot sprint due to the fact that, oh, I guess I can sprint a little. I can't really sprint. But I can't sprint very well because I am dehydrated. As you can see, our little water bar, it's almost empty, so we need to go ahead and fill up. Okay, no, I don't actually have my effects on me. I think there's supposed to be effects on me for not drinking water. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill up these water jugs just by right-clicking, and then we're going to drink them. Okay, that's all the drinking we're going to do for now, apparently. But yeah, I think this has been a very successful episode, guys. Tomorrow we'll kind of have a double, our episode will kind of have a double purpose. We'll basically be going out exploring our little land right now, and we'll be looking around for copper, if we can find it, cassiterite, because that's tin, and with copper and tin you can make bronze at a 9-to-1 ratio. Or we'll also be looking for bismuth, because if we have bismuth, cassiterite, and copper, we can make bismuth bronze. That's about it. I think we could also technically make black bronze. I've never had to make black bronze. I've actually never had to make bismuth bronze. I've usually found enough cassiterite to carry me just on regular bronze. But that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. So, thank you so much for tuning in to the episode. The second episode. I'm really excited to keep going. Oh no, my backpack, yeah. I'm really excited to keep going. So hopefully we'll be able to establish more of a base. We'll probably move our base not in the immediate future, but pretty soon, just because we want to be able to farm and establish all these things, and it's nicer to be around a fresh water source when you're farming. So that way the plants will stay watered. But other than that, guys, I think that's about it. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.